Hello friends, Drew here in beautiful West Grove, Pennsylvania, working on a redeck project. We stripped off the old pressure treated lumber off of this deck and we are working on preparing this for the new decking to go down. We have already put the deck tape across all of the joists here, and that just helps protect the top of the lumber from moisture. A lot of times what happens with the deck is the water gets down in between the grooves and then gets trapped underneath the deck boards, and over time that moisture just sitting can create some damage to the top of these top of the joist. The other places, sometimes it can follow the screws down as the lumber starts to wear over time. And so when you take an old deck apart, sometimes you'll find that there are certain areas of the joist that just have experienced some failure due to just excessive moisture. So this is one of those things that you can do when you're decking or redecking to help protect and elongate the life of what it is that you're doing. Excuse me, not a whole lot to hang on to here. We're kind of in between things. So this is where we're at. Our crew has started working on beginning at the front edge there and bringing the new deck boards back and in towards the house. We do like to start at the front edge so you got full boards out there everybody can see, and if you're going to have a skinny little sliver somewhere, we want that up against the house. And at some point as we're coming across, we're going to start taking measurements to space so that we balance the gapping between the boards and keeping that consistent, with also making sure that we don't wind up with a really tiny sliver back here at the house, that we space things. And when you get to about within 10 boards of the house, you're really going to start paying attention to that so you have time to compensate or make up for things. But you really want to be working that all the way across as you go. So that's one of the things that we're going to be working on. And then on this particular home, the homeowners keeping their existing railings. They're not that old. They'd already had those replaced, and now they're just doing the deck board. So the railings will end up going back up when we're finished, and we'll get this back together. We did a couple of blocking things where we shored up underneath the staircase here. It was a little wobbly. We did some things to straighten that up. We also put some blocking in where some of these handrail posts were, just to help stiffen them so they're a little stronger, a little more secure. So now that we've adjusted all those kind of little nuances on the structural side of things, and you never really know what that's going to look like until you get the deck off. We usually try to include a little bit in there in our bid. Sometimes there's a change order required, but we try to just build that in, knowing that something's going to come up. And so now that we've got like I said, the joist taped down, we're ready to go with starting to put this back together. So the decking's starting to come across, and hopefully we'll have some significant progress on that here by the end of the day today. And then of course going in tomorrow, seeing what the weather is going to do, if it's going to cooperate with us. So pressure treated lumber is in short supply right now because of what happened in March and April. A lot of the logging operations and of course the mills that do the pressure treating process were all shut down. So everything that our suppliers had, everything their warehouses had, got bought out, got used. And so the pipeline is very much empty when it comes to the pressure treated lumber. So it's taking us a little bit of work to get those in. Same thing with the composite materials. All those operations shut down. So there is a little bit of a wait time, and of course we've told you that with everything being backlogged from construction being shut down for a couple months to now all those requests coming in, we had about 117 calls in May and 103, 105, 107, something like that here in June. So our office staff is absolutely maxed out, and every reputable contractor in the area like us is in that same boat. And if you're getting 2 or 3 bids on something, then we're all taking that information and we're sending it to our suppliers, and so our suppliers are getting 6 times the amount of estimates that they would normally have to deal with right now. So the lead time to get things back is taking a little bit longer, and trying to figure out when things are going to show up. So be patient with us. We're working as quickly as we can to get you numbers. If you've asked for ballparks, if you've sent us pictures, in some cases we've been out for a proposal visit and we just haven't been able to get the numbers back from our suppliers on the material. So we're doing the very best we can. We're hiring some additional office staff. We're also advertising to hire some additional field staff. If you know a good quality person that kind of goes with our core values and our mindset and the way we like to do business, absolutely ask them to give us a call or reach out to us here on Facebook. We'd love to have a conversation with them. If you know a skilled contractor who is tired of dealing with the headache of all the paperwork of running the business and the red tape that's involved, and they want to get back to just doing what they love, which is providing quality work for their customers, we'd love to have a conversation with them as well. Maybe we can find something that works well for both of us. So this is Drew in beautiful West Grove, Pennsylvania. We're going to keep rocking and rolling on this deck here, getting things back together. And if you've got a deck project you'd like to have redecked or you'd like to have new railings put on, we can look at updating that. We can build you one from scratch. We can expand one that you have. Sky's the limit. What problem can we solve for you? Give our team a call, 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for Cope Construction and Renovation, and extension 2 for new projects. We are your Pennsylvania home improvement contractor number 88078. Remember, when we're done with it, you're gonna be proud to say it's not just done, it was coat built. We'll catch you guys in another video. Bye for now.